3, 2, 1, let's go. A little bit, thinks for a little bit. Oh, wow. Hello there, welcome back everyone. Today we have a 2023 Genesis G70 3.3T on our channel. Let's get her started up. And in today's test drive, we're going to check out the car's exterior, interior, take it for a quick test drive, do some 0 to 60 tests with Dragy, and we will ultimately compare this Genesis to its competitors, which consist of the M340i from BMW and the S4 from Audi. But let's get started. I've owned a 2021 Kia Stinger GT, and so far, having driven this car for a few miles before we even get to the actual test drive, I will say I feel so many similarities. They even smell the same. Very nice design. I love its style. But let's check out the back. So here we have high quality Nappa quilted leather. All the materials are soft to touch. This part, everything is quilted, and I love this trim, this aluminum style trim. Well, let's hop in the back. The seat is adjusted to me. I'm 6'2" tall. There's lots of space. We have the rear vents, and we can also move this seat from the back as well. I really love the red seat belts, the suede. It makes it feel ultra upscale. Let's look at the cup holders. These front seats feel great, and I really like the stitching. Personally, for me, I have to lift the headrest like this for it to be comfortable. But let's check out the trunk now. There's a button for that, and we have a decently sized trunk that can fit in a few suitcases for sure. And it's also a power lift gate as well, so it does everything automatically. But let's check out the engine bay now. So under here you're going to find a 3.3 twin turbo V6 that pumps out 365 horsepower. We also have this additional cover here, Hyundai Motor Company. All right, well, let's hop inside the Genesis. Look at this beautiful interior. I just love how they made everything here look. And unfortunately, the Genesis is getting discontinued, the G70 model. So hopping in here, we are treated to comfy seats, an excellent seating position. It's very cozy. We have the auto dimming HomeLink mirror, a large sunshade, and we have the moonroof. I love the feel of this material, like it is so high quality. We have the ventilated and heated seats, dual. We have the navigation system, the power charging, wireless power charging, our outlets, USB, heated steering wheel. And the steering wheel is also automatic here. So unlike many of the competitors, it's all automatic. I love these buns here. They're made out of good material, and you can tell they're very high quality. We have the memory seat. Let's do a wiper test. And as far as the features here, again, we get our standard suite of features. We get the navigation, the climates, the valet. I think this also has the valet mode as well. And a pleasant infotainment. When people tell me that it's hard to reach, that's absolutely not true. It's plain easy to reach. And let's check out the backup camera. We have a high quality 360 degree view, and there's no 3D view of the car. but we can still see everything nice and clearly. Horn test, and let's get going on this drive. We have a clear heads-up display that shows our speed, and the turn camera. So what this camera does is when you're driving and trying to change lanes, it will turn on the left or right camera depending on where you put your blinker, and it allows you to see everything in your blind zone. And not only that, you also have the indicators in the mirrors as well. We got the dual zone climate with the drawing here. Excellent off the line pickup. There's virtually no delay when you're setting off. As far as the seat comfort, solid 10 out of 10. Excellent seats. They're very comfortable, supportive. And when you go into sport mode, I wonder if they bolster the sides up or not. But let's head out into sport mode and give it some gas. Oh wow, excellent. Excellent power coming from this 3.3 twin turbo. And unlike many engines in this class, it's got this very Rolls-Royce like torque curve where when you punch the pedal, it gives you so much juice down below. And we're up and running just like that. Great soundproofing. It's very quiet in here. If you add a little bit of throttle, it's a little stiffer than like the M340i pedal, and you know exactly how much gas you're giving to this car. Like, you know exactly what you're doing. This really resembles the Mercedes gas pedal for me. For example, the CLS, you have this nice, thick, responsive gas pedal. You give it some gas, and the car goes. So you know exactly how much power you're giving it. Let's put her into sport mode. And sport sounds great, so there's minimal sound getting pumped in here. I know a lot of cars nowadays, they have artificial sounds, but this is great. The steering feels precise. It's got excellent cornering capabilities. And I love the sound of this engine. It just sounds so good. Brakes are solid, very responsive, excellent feedback from them. And I love how this engine, it spins out to about 6,000 and then it shifts, and the shifts are very smooth, so you don't get these like jolts. And it doesn't have to go to redline. So what I've noticed with the M340i is when you're driving and you floor it, after third gear, you start seeing shifts happen at over 7,000 RPM. But this car, because of its torque curve, it doesn't need to go that high up in the rev range. It really likes to stay within 6,000 on the RPMs. Oh wow, man, this car handles beautifully. Wow, now that is impressive. That is impressive handling. But let's keep driving for a little bit more, and then we will do our acceleration test with Dragy and see how that stacks up against its competition. right, so let's do our quick 0 to 60 test. I will not use launch control because from my experience so far, the launch absolutely does nothing to this car. Like, the times remain very consistent all throughout. But let's come to a full stop, let the traffic through, and we will do our test. 3, 2, 1, let's go. A little bit, thinks for a little bit. So let's see what we got. So we did 0 to 60 in 4.82. We did the 1/8 mile at 8.49 at 86.2. The 62 to 100 came at 6.4, and the 1/4 mile came at 13.07 at 107.45. Very good times. It feels great. I love its pickup. I love how this car sits on the road. It's definitely one of the smoothest experiences in the class. You don't feel the speed whatsoever in this Genesis. The only thing you can hear is just a little bit of the exhaust, but everything else here is just hushed quiet. What an excellent car. I love the way it is. Stellar. So compared to the M340i, whether you'd want to go ahead and spend the extra $15,000-$20,000 would just be primarily on your, on your preference. But this car is not any worse, and it does not feel any cheaper, nor is it any slower than an S4 and an M340i. Just in real life, let's talk real life. The torque curve in this car is absolutely incredible. Just minimal inputs yield excellent acceleration. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time.